Hey everybody, Man Mike back again with another panel. And with me as always...
Okay, Stud.
Toy Bears.
And tonight, this is about I Don't Want My MTV episode. We're going to be talking about a couple of the music video stations that quit showing music videos years ago. So, we're going to start it off. Robin, what do you think of all the shit with all them not showing music videos like they were?
Well, if I have to watch music videos at 2 or 3 in the morning, definitely not a good time to watch videos. I do remember, years and years living here in our small crappy town, waiting for MTV to finally come on. And finally about 87, 88, we finally did get our MTV. And that's when Guns N' Roses was coming out. That's when the hair band craze was going. That's when the emergence of rap was just happening. So I remember MTV Raps only being a weekend Saturday thing.
Yeah.
And for only a half hour.
Yeah. Rap wasn't really well known back then. It started slowly coming out in the early 80s, but it didn't really start picking up steam until probably late 80s, early 90s. That's pretty much what happened to it, is it started getting popular. So.
And then slowly MTV started adding shows like The Real World and the first version of the TRL, which was much better. They played 20 videos daily, and they showed them all the way through.
Yeah.
Not for 5 seconds. Well, number 10 is this one, and you hear 5 seconds of the song, and then that's it. And then you hear fucking little teeny popping girls.
Tony, I don't know if you ever saw any MTV. I know that you don't get cable like the rest of us. But
I'm the black sheep in this discussion here. That I didn't grow up with MTV at all, so I have a unique perspective on it since I didn't watch it. So this isn't a big thing for me. It is as much it is for you, but I see where you guys are coming from. It's called MTV, which stands for Music Television. And that's the way it should be. Yeah. It's kind of like Cartoon Network. They've got like live shows now, don't they?
Yes, they do.
If you're going to call something Comedy Central or Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or whatever, it should stick to what it is. If it's going to change, then why do you call it music television to begin with? Some shows that they've decided to put on that really don't have much to do with music, I kind of like. Like I said, growing up, I didn't get to see much, but I had friends that showed me stuff. And I like the cartoon shows called Liquid Television.
Liquid Television, yep.
I really got into that. Eon Flux, I really like that. I got the series on DVD.
Liquid Television brought us Eon Flux and Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, and Beavis and Butthead, which Beavis and Butthead has a little bit to do with music. They show the music video.
Oh yeah.
Those are shows that don't really have much to do with music, but I like them anyways. I can kind of see it changing up a little bit, but to completely take out the music, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, see, the thing of it was, I didn't mind Liquid Television. I didn't mind Eon Flux. I actually watched Eon Flux pretty heavily back in the day, and I used to watch Beavis and Butthead a lot, too. But when they started adding the Real World, Road Rules, when they started adding all this other bullshit on the MTV, and, it just ruined it. It just flat out ruined it. I mean, I didn't mind Beavis and Butthead because, like you said, they showed music videos when they were doing like their little commentary and shit on their music videos and stuff. It is just, which is pretty fun to watch, but it just that after the years and years of watching MTV, it just more or less ruined it, and we got these fucking reality shows which have pretty much ruined television.
And then my best favorite part of MTV every year, and I know I brought you over sometimes to watch it, was Spring Break time.
Oh yeah.
They were live, everything. Mm-hmm. Girls scantily clad. I mean, I remember that one year they had little Joey Lawrence, and he was judging that dance contest, and the girls were barely wearing nothing. You could see his puberty right there. Whoa. And then slowly they even started breaking away from Spring Break. Now there's like little half-hour clips like, I want to go to Spring Break, and then that'd be it.
Well, yeah.
It still had to do with music. Like, they always had bands on during these Spring Break things, didn't they?
They do, but for another show, the music's just gotten worse than what it was.
Well, like it was with that dance show with they used to have it on every fucking morning, and then when they did the Spring Break, they'd always have the Spring Break edition of that dancing show and everything else, but, know, it just, the spring break, you could tell when it was going to start going downhill after the reality shows started hitting, especially the Road Rules.
And we got less and less and less of music.
Oh, yeah.
And then VH1 started the same way.
Well, VH1 was, I had high hopes for VH1. I actually thought VH1 was going to stick to theirs as well. And they didn't. Just ruined it. I mean,
now we got Let's Talk About Pep and Down in the Basement with Frank, who I don't even know who Frank is. Frank is supposed to be the entertainer, but he lives in his parents' basement. And he has girls there. The Flavor of Love and all them spin-offs. You know, slutty ass people that just want to fuck and spread STDs all over. But you know what's even worse, and I'm afraid to admit to you guys I'm addicted to it, but I am? Dr. Drew's Celebrity Rehab.
Oh, God, dude. I'm supposed to feel sorry for these people.
That started their own shit. Well, you know, one guy, the ex-bassist for Alice in Chains is in it. And I'm hoping he gets cured of his drug problem.
I have, it's not that MTV just really, it's like MTV really gave up.
Pretty much.
MTV gave up, gave us reality, and then their reality poured in onto my regular TV and onto my television and ruined my fucking TV. And that's what I blame MTV for. If they wouldn't have started that real world bullshit, which, by the way, people ain't real world, it's not real.
It's only the good parts for the ratings.
Exactly.
Or you have the hell.
And then Fuse, they came along. I actually thought Fuse was actually going to change.
How many times did we hear from Fuse that they weren't going to be like MTV?
That's right. They said that quite a few times that they weren't going to be like MTV. They weren't going to show no movies, weren't going to show no shows. The only shows that they were going to have was music related, like, what was it? Uranium?
There was Uranium.
Uranium.
Mistress Julia.
Mistress Julia. Oh. Anyway, and Mental Asylum, when she got the new show, and then, that's all they were showing 24/7 was music videos. Now it's just like...
Now they back fuck away. Now they're showing movies.
Those movies are supposed to be for movie channels, or whatever, like AMC, American Movie Classic, or TCM, Turner Classic Movies. Those are where those movies belong. They belong in either one of those channels. I don't give a shit.
I remember being 9 or 10, staying at the weekend over at my grandma and grandpa's house, and I remember watching the early videos of Def Leppard with my uncle, and I'm like, I love this channel. At 9 years old, I'm loving this channel over freaking Def Leppard, Rock of Ages, and all these other videos they played. It was nothing but videos. You guys would have just been, wow.
Well, like I said, Tony, what did you think of it when you got, when you did have a chance to watch it?
Well, I think what probably ruined it is, I'm not sure about this, but they started catering to the teeny bopper crowd, the tweens as they're called nowadays, and it kind of, that's what I'm thinking ruined it, is they, instead of just playing good music videos and playing good music, they started going towards pop music and what the girls like, and the young girls.
All the rap bullshit.
And rap, rap, when it, like you were saying, when it started, it was good, but it moved into this gangster rap style. Like I was saying before we started this video, I hate to sound like the old man who says, back in my day, it was like this. But it was better back then, I have to say. I mean, a lot of channels were better when they started. I mean, they evolve so much, but they evolve the wrong way. They go into the bad stuff instead of sticking to what it's supposed to be.
Well, let's see here. What was it? We saw a music video last night, which, by the way, people, it wasn't on MTV. It was on demand, on digital cable. Vampire Weekend. See, this is the bullshit that the tweens are in, and all this other bullshit's in.
I don't understand how that band's popular.
I wanted to actually reach in through the television and strangle those motherfuckers because I don't really care much for that kind of music. Look, yes, I'm a metal, and yes, I'm a blues fan, but well, at least with MTV, at least there was a different mix of different type of music every freaking couple minutes. Especially, too, when they had Guns N' Roses on. When Guns N' Roses used to release those long-ass music videos. Remember those long-ass music videos?
They would play the entire thing.
Those were fucking cool. I actually enjoyed that because, Axl Rose and all those other guys just made watching a music video more entertaining. And I don't know what the hell happened.
In the early days, MTV played anyone and everything.
Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm.
They even played an ICP documentary late at night, the shockumentary.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck is this? And they've never really even played, ICP.
Yeah.
So, pretty much I knew right then and there, forget it.
Well, ICP's gotten their own popularity over the years. They've never needed MTV. They've even said, fuck MTV, fuck VH1, fuck whoever else. They've done well for themselves without MTV.
They don't want to play them. They don't want to expose everyone to different music, and maybe someone go, I want to check this band out. I want to check this singer out.
See, that's the thing about what's that metal show that was called? What was that metal show on MTV called?
Headbangers Ball.
Headbangers Ball. Thank you.
Now it's on MTV. Dose.
And MTV2 is just as bad too. You gotta watch MTV Hits in order to watch any videos at all.